back on the yoga deck. I am back home. It feels so good to be back home after traveling to Minnesota. We got in late last night, and it's a glorious summer morning here, getting close to actually having summer. Next week at this time, we will be officially in summer season. And traveling just brings so much connectivity. There's so many good people out there in the world, and it was really great to be with my family. We gathered for my cousin Isaac's wedding, and it was basically a family reunion, and we haven't gotten together for almost 4 years because of the pandemic mostly. And all sorts of things have transpired since then in our lives. And so that connectivity just feels so amazing. And I'm excited to reconnect with you all today and ongoing. We do have our summer solstice retreat, which is happening this Saturday. It's online. It's from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. All the sessions are recorded. If you sign up for it, you'll get recordings of all the sessions that you can watch at your convenience. And I'm really excited about that as these days are growing longer and longer and longer. Getting up before the sunrise is a little bit of a push these days, and we're getting so close to the longest day of the year, the solstice, which will be happening next Wednesday. And that energy of the warmth and the sun and light is a really inspiring energy for all of us, so or an invitation of energy for all of us. So we'll be tuning into some of that today for our practice. So let's see who's here. Good morning, Mignon and Jane and Kathy and Joan. Good to see all of you here live. And those of you watching the replay later, give us a hashtag replay and let us know that you are here. So without further ado, let's get to it, shall we? We're just going to use a blanket today for our props. I'm going to more neatly hold my blanket here. All right, so taking a seat on your blanket, clearing any leaves off your feet. And if you get to be outside for your practice today, kudos to you too. It's nice to be out in the air, in the sounds of nature. So sitting comfortably, whatever that looks like for you today, tuning into your flickering flameness that we're always changing, always evolving, and that we can grow so much by letting go of expectations and tuning into what is. So maybe you want to try sitting a little differently today, maybe arriving in a seated pose that is familiar, feels like a coming home, whatever works for you. Finding a nice neutral place for the spine where the front and the back body are equally engaged. Feeling the crown of the head rising tall towards the sky, shoulders dropping away from the ears. Then closing your eyes. And beginning to deepen your breath. Feeling this breath to be received as nourishment, as clearing, and as the exhale comes, releasing stagnant energy, stale air from the lungs. As you're cultivating these really deep expansive breaths. Tuning into this energy as we begin to approach the solstice, shifting us officially into summer. And the energy of the light and the warmth, shedding vision, illuminating, awakening. And ask yourself, in what ways do you notice your own awakening happening? You might define awakening in different ways. It might be just evolution, growth. Maybe it's honoring some aspects of yourself that you've pushed aside for a long time. However you would like to define awakening, we're coming into this time where that is an invitation, a full expression. It's like on the full moons, the summer solstice is like that in a yearly flow, even more powerful. How can you live in the fullness of your life, your light? Sitting with that invitation, a couple more breaths here. How are you noticing awakening showing up in your life? Beautiful. And then bringing your hands to press palm to palm at your heart center. And as you find your next exhale, gently open your eyes to the floor in front of you and notice the colors and the light around you, just taking those in through your eyes. Beautiful. Inhale here. Exhale, interlace the hands, press the hands away from you, rounding your spine. Inhale, bring the hands back in towards the heart, keeping them clasped, and we're going to look up. Exhale, pressing hands away, rounding spine. Inhale, pulling in elbows out to the sides, looking up. Exhale. Inhale. Pulling in 2 more times with your breath. Nice. And then exhale out 1 more time. This time we're going to keep the arms extended. Inhale, lift up now. We're going to do that same little flow, keeping the shoulders moving away from the ears. We're going to bring the hands down to the top of the head. Exhale. Exhale as you push up. So inhale, bring the hands down, opening the heart. Exhale, pressing up. Feel this in your shoulders, waking up. Inhale down, exhale, press up. 2 more times. Nice. And then releasing the hands away from each other. Drop the right hand down, side bending over to the right, reaching through the left. Inhale, press back up, both arms overhead. Exhale, side bend to the left, reaching long through the right side. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend to the right. This time we'll stay here, really dropping that left hip down, rotating the heart towards the sky if that's available to you. And then we're going to do that pull down with the left arm. So we're going to exhale, pulling down, inhale, extending. Exhale, pulling down. Letting go of what doesn't need to be a part of us. 2 more. Reaching for our own expansion. Inhale long again. Exhale, melting a little bit further into this side bend. Woo. Inhale, press back up, both arms overhead. Exhale, side bend over to the left. We're going to flow back and forth 1 time just to not shock the spine. Going to the right, inhale up, exhale left. And this time we'll stay here. So dropping that right hip down, reaching long through the right fingertips, really expanding through the side body. You're awakening into the summer expansion. Take a deep inhale here. Reaching, exhale, pulling down by the side. Inhale, reaching long. Keep that heart lifting. Exhale, pulling down. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, pulling. Few more. Beautiful. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale, sinking down a little deeper into this side stretch. Inhale, press back up, both arms overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, up. Keep the body lifted. Exhale, wrist circles. Float your arms out and down. Interlacing your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders. Inhale, lift. Arms, heart, gaze. We're going to keep these arms lifted. And as we exhale, dropping the right shoulder down towards the left knee, or maybe just your torso here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, towards the right left shoulder, reaching towards that right knee. Inhale, back up. Feel your core working here. Exhale. Other direction, right shoulder drops towards the left knee, maybe going down a little farther. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, left shoulder towards the right knee. Inhale, up. 1 more time, each side. And then coming back to center, lift those arms, inhale, and exhale, release. Shake the arms out, letting them dangle by your sides. Inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, out the mouth, down the back. Again, inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Lovely. stretching the legs out in front of you, bouncing out your knees, rolling your feet around. Lovely. And we're going to come to a wide straddle here. So just stretching your legs out, maybe scooting forward on your blanket and coming into a straddle, flexing your feet, lengthening your spine. And see how this feels here in your hips, in your back. Lengthening, lengthening. I'm going to bring the hands out in front and gradually with the breath begin folding forward. Now we want to be careful not to just round the spine and melt here. That doesn't really achieve much. And we're into our expansion, our awakening here. So see if we can really focus deeply in the hips and this micro movement of hinging forward here as the body softens and releases. Keeping a little micro bend in the knees, you might want to place a little support underneath the knees if they tend to hyperextend. So with each exhale, melting, melting, paying attention, really noticing what's present more than the shoulds. And I think anytime we live into our deeper truth, we also, that involves a process of forgiveness of the ways in which we haven't done that in the past, or the ways in which we've acted unskillfully. You see if you can bring in some deeper self-respect, forgiveness. As we take our last couple breaths here. All right, and inhale, coming back up. We'll bend these knees, bring them in, feet to the floor. Bring the hands back behind you, fingertips facing your body, and let the knees drop side to side. Both knees to the right, both knees to the left. Lovely. And from here, we'll come to hands and knees. Feel free to put your blanket underneath your knees. If that extra padding feels good, it does to me. My bony knees. So hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread really wide, knees underneath the hips or a little bit wider. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, gazing towards the belly button. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, let the motion slide up the spine, belly drops, head lift. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, rounding. Inhale, lifting. And then coming to a neutral tabletop here. Feel your core engage. Again, tuning into that front and the back body, the future and the past, to both supporting you here, and to pulling into the present. We're going to extend the right leg and see how that feels for you. If you'd like to go further, you can extend the left arm as well. So you're welcome to stay here and breathe, just working on balance. If you'd like to go further, we're going to inhale, lift arm and leg, and exhale, bring them towards each other, elbow and knee together underneath the body. Inhale, extending out. Exhale, pulling. Inhale. Extending. Exhale. Pulling in. 2 more. And then extending out again. You're welcome to stay here and breathe. If you'd like to go a little further, you can reach back for that foot. Press the foot into the hand. A little deepening into the front of the hip flexor. Opening here. And then releasing. Hand knee back down to the floor. You can sway your hips side to side if you'd like. And take some big hip circles, pivoting around from the knees. Maybe a little snap, a crackle, pop in the knees. And then going back the other way. And then coming back to a neutral tabletop, realigning. So we'll do the other side. So extending left leg out long. Feel that core engage, back engage. If you feel balanced, you can extend the right arm. Again, you're welcome to stay here and breathe. If you'd like to go further, inhale, lift arm and leg. Exhale, elbow and knee together. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. 2 more. And then expanding out again. Welcome to stay here, balancing. If you'd like, you can reach back for the foot, press the foot into the hand. Expanding up a little more. Encouraging yourself not to stay so small. Expanding. 1 more inhale. And exhale, releasing. Hand and knee back down to the floor. And then shifting hips side to side or taking big circles. And going back the other way. Lovely. And coming back to the neutral tabletop position. Curl the toes under and press back to a down dog. Melting the heart here, bending one knee deeply and then the other. Stretching through the backs of the legs. And then looking up past your hands, bending your knees deeply, really melting the heart, nice shoulder stretch here. And then little step by little step, walking your your feet up to your hands, hanging in a forward fold. Shake your head around, yes, 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 no, no, no. Relaxing the neck and shoulders, soft knees here. With your next inhale, sweep your arms out and up, standing all the way up. Reach to the sky, the glorious sunshine. Palms pressed together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful, we made it to standing. So we're gonna do a little flow here. And we'll do a little breath of joy in between our our flows. So breath of joy, imagine a big W in front of you. We're gonna do 3-part inhale up the center of the W, first part down and out the sides of the W, second part, third part back up the center of the W, and exhale, swing the arms back behind you. So here we go. Let's do 4 rounds of breath of joy. Last one. Nice. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, down, place the hands, step the right foot back behind you, pivot the heel to the floor, and we're gonna windmill up for a warrior 2. So sinking into that front knee, making sure it's tracking out over the toes, and pressing down through the outside edge of the back foot, and then pulling the ribs back. We have a tendency to kind of just lean here. See if you can pull those ribs back. So we're stacking shoulders over hips. Beautiful. With your next inhale, straighten the front leg, bring the arms up above your head. Exhale, floating back out into that warrior 2, maybe a little deeper. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, out again. Inhale, up 2 more. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale up, lengthening through that front leg. Exhale, floating the arms out and down, interlacing the hands behind the back, rolling the shoulders. Take an inhale here, lifting the arms. Exhale, bending back into that front knee. Make sure it's tracking out over the toes. We're going to lift the arms and fold to the inside of the leg here. And see if you can really melt the hips and the heart. Surrendering. One more breath. And then inhale, coming back up, lengthening that leg, releasing the arms here, shaking them out. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up again. And we're gonna fold to the top of the mat and step back to a down dog. Spending 3 breaths in the down dog. You're welcome to move or find stillness, whatever feels best to you. With your next inhale, pulling forward towards a plank pose. And then dropping the hips, opening the heart. You might drop the legs to the floor, or you can float them. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, really lifting the heart. Engage through the core. Press back. Down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Right leg to the sky. Bend the knee. Drop the foot over to the left. Looking underneath the left arm. Really lift that knee high. And extending the leg out. And bring it through to the top of the mat. Keep the left hand on the floor. Inhale, lift. Right arm up. And as you exhale, lean back a little bit and begin to circle this arm. And you can move the body a bit with this circle too, coming kind of in and out of this lunge. If this feels like too much, you can just drop the back knee and let it relax on the floor. Let's reverse the direction of the circle. Yay, and then bringing the down to the floor. Inhale, stepping forward, top of the mat. Exhale, hang forward, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Palms pressed together. Exhale down through the midline, and we'll do 4 of those breaths of joy. Here we go. Exhale your triple inhale. One more. Inhale up. Keep those arms lifting. Maybe shift to the other side of your mat. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale down, place the hands, step the left foot back behind you, pivot the heel to the floor. Inhale, windmill the arms up for a warrior 2. So checking in again, knee tracking over front toes, pressing down through the outside edge of the back foot, pulling those ribs back, shoulders stacked over the hips. Nice, strong warrior, expanding here. With your next inhale, lengthen the front leg, bring the arms up over the head. Exhale, back out. Maybe a little deeper. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, out. Inhale, up. Exhale, out. One more. Nice. And then inhale, coming back up. And exhale, floating the arms out and down. Interlacing the hands behind the back, rolling the shoulders. Inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, bending into that front knee, and we'll fold forward. So maybe here we can think of ourselves in a position of releasing perfection, letting go of what we think perfection is, and embracing the innate perfection in this moment, in this pose, whatever it looks like for you. Building your strength, your awareness. One more breath. And inhale, coming back up, releasing the arms. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. And then exhale, we're going to bring the hands down to the top of the mat and step back. Down dog. So again, 3 breaths. Notice if you'd like to be in stillness or movement. With your next inhale, pulling forward towards a plank pose, feel free to drop your knees. Otherwise, dropping your hips, floating your legs, opening your heart, shoulders moving away from the ears, elongating your neck, gazing out at the world in front of you. Opening to new stories of expansion, success, ability, and engaging the core, press back, down dog. Inhale, lift left leg to the sky, bend the knee, drop it over to the right, looking underneath the right arm. Lifting that knee up. And then lifting the leg, extending it. Exhale, bring it through top of the mat, keeping the right hand on the floor. Inhale, lift left arm up. And as you exhale, begin to circle that left arm. And you might also move your body a bit. Just noticing intuitively what feels good to you. go back the other way, reversing the direction. Nice. And then bringing the hand back down to the mat, stepping forward with the right foot hanging in a forward fold, shaking the head around if you'd like. Soft knees, inhale, sweep the arms out and up, standing all the way up. Palms pressed together, exhale, hands down through the midline. Last round of breath of joy. Here we go. Exhale all your air. Triple inhale. One more. Nice. Inhale, lifting up. Hold the breath in. Exhale, float the arms out and down. Nice. Inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, out the mouth, down the back. Again, inhale. Exhale, release. One more time. Lovely. So let's come back down to the mat. Come onto our backs. Hug the knees into the chest. And rock a little side to side here. And placing your feet on the floor, hip width apart, in close to your body. If you have something underneath your head, remove it for just a moment. Inhale, pressing into your feet, lifting the hips up. We're going to come into a bridge pose. So you're welcome to interlace your hands behind your back, rolling your shoulders under. You can also press your elbows into the floor, extending your hands on either side of your hips. See if you can really engage through the glutes, squeeze, lift the pelvis. Press into those feet, strong expansion. One more inhale. And exhale, releasing down. Lovely. Hug your knees into your chest. One last time. Let your knees come away from each other. Reach through the inside of the knees, grabbing onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for happy baby pose. Rocking a little side to side here. If there's any final poses you would like to find, feel free. Otherwise, making your way to Shavasana, and today I invite you to bring the soles of your feet together. A little passive hip stretch here, hands to the low belly. If that does not feel supportive for you, feel free to just stretch your legs straight out. And slide your shoulders down your back. And let's take 2 letting go breaths here, releasing any tension, doubt, stagnation with each exhale. Take an inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Lovely, and then just resting here. Allowing yourself to receive. Receive breath, receive the benefits of this practice. Receive the glory of your whole being, just as it is in this moment. back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. And wiggle your fingers and toes. As you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor, and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. And sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by Dana Falls to wash over you. This is a poem called Awakening Now. Why wait for your awakening? Do you value your reasons for staying small more than the light shining through the open door? Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Now is the only time you have to be whole. Now. Now is the sole moment that exists to live in the light of your true nature. Perfection is not a prerequisite for anything but pain. Perfection is not a prerequisite for anything but pain. Please, oh please, don't continue to believe in your stories of deficiency and failure. This is the day of your awakening. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. Take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. Thank you all for joining me for practice today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.